Bosh. Oh no. Oh no, I did change it, thank God. I thought I forgot to change the setting then, and that would have been a nightmare. But fortunately, I changed it before the stream. So it wasn't a nightmare. Only a heart attack. Boosh. Boosh, 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 boosh. Yo, how you doing, bro? Welcome in, man. Hope you had a good day, brother. Hope you had a good day. Bosh. There. Coolio. Phew, my hair's a bit messy. Nice. How's your day doing? Yeah, it's good, bro. It's been busy. Busy. But good. Busy with an exclamation point. Cool. Right, we're all set. Let's get a F125 booted up. And get some lobbies underway. Yo, how you doing, Hector? Welcome in, man. Hope you're doing good, bro. Yo, how you doing, Stolen? Hopefully you haven't actually stolen anything. Because that would be not so nice. Forza Ferrari. Yo, bro. Hope you're doing good, man. Good and you? Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. Chilling. Enjoying life. Eating chicken. What's not to love? Oh, you haven't? Not today. Okay, good. Well, at least you're on the way up, man. So look at so course 20 tips. Smooth. Be smooth as possible on the steering wheel. And that's honestly the thing. Smoothness is key. If you can be smooth, you can be fast. Tomorrow could be a different story. What are you planning on stealing? How you doing, Dan? Welcome in, bro. And more importantly, are you willing to share the profits with me? When the iRacing stream? I streamed yesterday, iRacing. I don't know. When next? How you doing, Pablo? Love that. Yeah, I made a video on it today as well. On the old YouTube. A YouTube. I do hope you're joking, though. I do hope you're joking. For the sake of society, I do hope you're joking. But yes, lobby is open if you would like to join. Of course you're joking. Good man. So that is what we're talking about. Gosh, I should sleep earlier today. How you doing, Flippy? Welcome in, bro. Hope you had a good day, man. Let me just pause that. Spotting an iRacing. Who's spotting for? Starting on Mexico could be hilarious. To be fair, Flippy, you still won the race. How you doing, Platinum? Yeah, it's been a good day, man. I hope you had a good day as well, bro. Can anyone join? Of course, man. The only requirement is you drive clean. No, I don't do the F1 esports this year. They didn't offer to serve me lunch, so I told them no. What I think is fair, to be honest. I think that's very fair. That they didn't want to accept my invoice for lunch, and I told them I'm going to retire. Game's a game. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing good today as well, bro. You're so good. Ah, thank you, man. And that's because I get lunch. Bosh. Galloping Salmon has joined the race. I am looking forward to overtaking Galloping Salmon. That's going to be my highlight of the day. What a perfect wings in esports. Depends on the track, really. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time up near Lake District. I like it up there. I was actually thinking about moving up there, to be honest. But it's just a bit far from civilization, you know. And when I say that, I mean like London. Like London's where most business gets done, and like if I need to fly somewhere to do an event or something like that, like at the moment I'm pretty close to Heathrow, what's ideal, you know. Because I try to spend as many days at home now. Like I'm really lucky for traveling what I did. I didn't travel super much, but I'm still lucky for the traveling I did to like team factories, whatever. So I try to minimize the traveling these days. So yeah, being like multiple hours away from Heathrow or like a main London airport, not so ideal. How are you doing? Doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good as well. You watch a lot of tutorials. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully they help you out. Do you remember Brezhnev from 2018? Of course I do. How you doing, Oliver? Yeah, I like nature. Where I am at the moment, I get a bit of nature, to be fair. I get a good balance of it. Do you get time management? I wouldn't really call it time management, just not abusing them. Like, just trying not to overheat them. Like Mexico, for example, just trying not to overheat them. How you doing, Leon? You don't need to apologize, Mario. Staying close to health, nature is a healthy lifestyle. I disagree. I think Deliveroo with Mackey's is the healthiest lifestyle in the world. There is no case study to prove me wrong on that either. Because no one's done a case study. Doing good, lovely. Yeah, doing good as well, man. Thank you. Appreciate ya. You're so good. Are you McDonald's for 3 months? Yeah, that was quite a long time ago, wasn't it? Like you did a documentary. Yeah. The problem is, it's like there's not as many similar videos on healthy eating, is there? Because it's just not as exciting, you know? No one wants to know, or very few people want to know, like, what happens if you eat organic for 3 months? That's boring, although it's really good for you, and undoubtedly would improve your health. Boring. People want to know, like, what's going to happen if I have 500 chicken nuggets for dinner? That's exciting. I'm not going to lie. I would probably never watch a video about someone eating organic for 3 months, but I would definitely watch someone eating 500 chicken nuggets. Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Hope your day's been good as well, Ethan. They all jumped the start. How did I get caught up in that? How you doing, bro? Welcome in. Oh my god. Do you do your coursework or play F1? Do your coursework, dude. Please can someone remind me to kick Carter at the end of this? He's clearly just trying to take people out. And actually both the Mercedes. Yeah, someone could remind me. That would be really, really kind of them. I will, thank you. Yeah, I have a Simucube. Okay. Yo, how you doing, Lewis? I hope you had a good day, bro. Yo, bro, welcome in. Alright, let's see how many places. Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good as well, man. You got a 13.3 with a video? Let's go, man. Congratulations, dude. Happy for you, man. Bit cheeky. Six. Let's go. 6-6 is awesome, to be fair. Fair play, man. Fair play. Good for you, man. DNF Monaco. Red rear wing damage is not fun. That is not good. That is not ideal, my friend. Both Mercedes, please shake your Ethan. Wow, we got driver of the day. Sensational. It's finally the time. How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing well. No, I've never had a problem with the power supply, to be fair. Maybe I'm just lucky. Alright, man. Yeah, man. Glad to hear that you're doing good. Doing good as well, thank you. Yo, how you doing, Hector? Hope you're doing good, bro. Well, this one shouldn't be any less chaotic. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, yes. That is the guy. That's interesting. That'll be interesting. Oh, I forgot to kick the 2 Mercedes. Damn. I was checking something because I wanted to see if it was the person. Hmm. He knew his fate. Good for him. Oh my god, he's in the air. I don't want to speak too soon, but we might have actually cooked the start. Okay, that Aston is interesting. I like your stream because it makes you sleepy. Well, give me that sponsorship with a mattress company and we'll be cracking, won't we? Quite a lot of silence. Yeah, I don't... It's not really my personality to be loud and shouty and... Yeah, it's just not my thing, to be honest with you. I mean, full credit to some streamers who are and who are really, like, putting extra energy, etc. But it's just not me. I'm happy to come on, chill, do my thing. Enjoy my time. New Concept 7's race engineer. Is engineer talkative? Because I hate an engineer that's talkative. I used to get so mad at my engineers on F1 Esports if they talked in the corner. Like, if they talk in the corner, it's over. We're having an argument. Oh yeah, I wanted minimal talking from the engineer at any points. Because we had all the info on the game anyway, like, F1 Esports is more about preloading information rather than being reactive. Because you know before the race anyway, the length that your tires can go to. So really, oh bugger, oh, we didn't actually crash into it, nice. Yeah, because we all had the information on tire deg, etc. before. The only information I ever wanted from my engineer was, what is other people's battery level? What relevant cars around me has boxed? Their tire delta, like, offset if they have fresher or older. And the forecast for the rain. Any extra info than that, I normally didn't ever want. Who was my engineer? I let Jesus take the wheel. And to be honest, in esports, because, like I say, the information is pre-known before the race. Like I say, apart from a little bit of weather, there isn't really that much reactive stuff. So genuinely, like, the engineer is more like a therapist for the driver in F1 esports. Because all the drivers complain like children, myself included. So you're more just looking for your engineer to be like, yes, Brendon. Yes, of course you're going to win, Brendon. Yes, you're going to be on pole, Brendon. That's what you want. Then that's top level, that is. No, honestly, that's what most of the esports drivers want. I think actually all the esports drivers want. All racing drivers want that, to be honest. But you never want your engineer to come over and go, well, we think this person's better than you. But yeah, if your engineer came over the radio and went, look, this guy's behind you, you're probably cooked. You're going to be like, hang on a minute. That ain't right. How you doing, Kip? I'm surprised he's not going to play DRS games. Huh. Bob. You forgot to do subtitles. I didn't forget. It's that YouTube is taking longer to process them than normal. So In all of my recent videos, it just says processing. So I would love to have them in other languages, but unfortunately at the moment I can't. GG, man. Can you feel slip better on direct drive? Oh, yeah, 100%. You can feel a lot better on direct drive. Doing great. Lovely. Doing good as well, thank you. If I had one, he would just say, keep me out the wall. Yeah, fair. That didn't really stop me from crashing into walls either. Look at that. What a nice suit. Unfortunately, the person left. Well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, the person left. But I don't know if someone else has taken the spot before. Damn, we lost fastest lap by 11 thousandths of a second. Unlucky. It was hard. Yeah, mate, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't play DRS games. I was sat there coming off the corner. I was like, surely he's going to break. Surely he's going to break. Just never broke. I was like, cracking. To be fair, it was much closer at the line than I was expecting. To only be a 10th. The problem is here, you have such a long run of slipstream that, yeah, it's even if you're further back, you still just get the slipstream for longer, so it balances itself out. Ethan's in. Two. What cars do they use at 24 hours old? No idea. No idea. I can't remember. The spectators are just waiting for a car, to be fair, Leon. Like, they're just waiting for a car like other people. All we need is one person to crash with Brendon, and then for me to remember to kick them. That's what we need. Get in. Let me in. What if it's last race? Then I'll extend the stream by an extra race just to kick him out. Thoughts on Zero Pod Red Bull? We'll see in Australia, I guess. I mean, to be honest, like, I understand the whole speculation around testing, but it is funny to me how, like, Twitter suddenly becomes engineers. Like, half of Twitter, well, half of, like, F1 Twitter are now engineers this week, looking at photos of cars from, like, half a mile away. And they're like, wow, this car is so good. I'm like, guys, come on. But they farm engagement. Honestly, some of the most liked tweets on Twitter about F1 are some of the most ridiculous. Like, it's a strategy, I'm telling you. If you want to make money off Twitter these days, pretend you're an engineer. Where's Singapore? There it is. Oh my god. This is why I don't use damage in the open lobbies. We need to get past galloping salmon. Oh my god. He just got a hydraulic press into the wall. And when you PC, let's go, man. That means I can ban you on this PC for catwalk spamming. Nah, I'm only kidding. That FPS test is going to go hard, though. Okay, mate. Nah, Otis, stop. I will actually ban you. There's funny, and then there's not funny. Gamma. Okay, Otis, you've had too much sugar today. No, the spamming. That's what I was talking about. Because that was a lot of spam. All good, bro. When esports tomorrow. This Mercedes is lagging all over the shop. I beg that I have lower wings. Ooh. Oh my god. Why did he break so early? Oh, well the Mercedes left. Oh, the rear was a bit slippy slidey. Oh, no, that's a bit bad. I actually didn't mean to jump over the curb that aggressively. That was my bad. The DOS detection is before the bridge? That's crazy. Wow. Your Merc house for free. What a donut. I am drinking a diet, is it? Well, sugar-free Coca-Cola. I think it's called Coke Zero. That's it. Coke Zero. And a nice big jug of water. I also realized quite recently my microphone's very sensitive. And it can pick up what I'm drinking. Yeah, the game can be really bad with the connection sometimes. What's your opinion on Dr. Pepper? 8 times out of 10 it's mid, but the 2 times you have it out of 10 it absolutely slaps. Like if you don't drink Dr. Pepper for like half a year and you randomly have one, sensational. Utterly sensational. But it doesn't hit every single time. Honestly, bro, I think it's just the servers are not that stable. I think it's more to do with the servers not being stable than anything else. Water hits consistently. Yeah. Oh, we have so many league races in here. Gotta go, bro. I appreciate you tuning in and playing with us, man. Or commenting, I should say. But yeah, I appreciate, man. I'll catch you later, dude. You got the Mercedes seat? What a goat. What a goat. The undisputed goat. Jesus Christ. You got nice, bro. Try not to be hunted down. That sounds like a nightmare, to be fair. That must be how Mackies feel, like when they open. Like when those doors open at 6 a.m. sharp in the morning, they must be like waiting for me to hunt down that morning wrap. You know what I mean? What a life it is. Oh, God. Try not to get murdered. Is it too early to create setups for Evo? I don't know. For me, yeah. For someone else, maybe not. Oh. Okay. Who's playing that is Luca? Oh my word, I have no idea what just happened then. Well, that's kind of the definition of seeing a gap and making a gap. Jesus Christ. Oh, that curving was huge. Okay, there's wheel tagging. That was almost a big accident. You race in Silverstone a lot? Might be a little bit biased. It's just modded into the game using the game files. I don't actually know how to do the mod. I had a really cool guy called Chris Dixon, who was able to do it for me basically. Yeah. I always keep my my diff at 100. Good idea from a G29 to T598. Let me just find out what that one is again. I think it would be an upgrade, but I would say you're better off saving your money for longer and getting a higher end wheel, even if it's from Thrustmaster, but going higher on their system. Because at the moment it's decent. It's a decent wheel, but I don't know, if you save for longer, you can go higher for sure. I can't race for you. I haven't sound. Oh, good luck for your exam, man. Have a lot of fun and become digital Max Verstappen. Appreciate you, dude. Good luck for your exam. Love your videos. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah. Options depending on budget. That makes sense. Well, look, if you're able to hang on, like, if you're not time sensitive, right, and you're able to hang on, I would wait until Black Friday or until the next big sales, and then get the wheel in the sales, right? Because if you're buying it now, you're paying full price. And yeah, the way I would play it is I'll try to save up throughout the year, and then during Black Friday, then get a double bonus, right? Get a bonus in the sense that you can get a higher end wheel, plus you get a better one because then it's Black Friday, right? Talking wheels, oh yeah. Yo, Die Bogger. Thank you for the tier 1. What a username that is. Gotta go. I appreciate you, Hector. Catch you later, dude. Have you played any shooters? I used to play Call of Duty a fair bit. The thing is, I don't really have much time for it these days. Like, in terms of capacity of time, I have a decent... If I wanted the time, I could put the time to it. But the thing is like... I love what I do with, like, the streaming, the content creation. I love it to bits. So good. I enjoy it. But I don't know. I don't really feel like playing more games after I finish playing games, you know? Oliver. Where's Oliver? We'll do him next race. Oh, yeah, he's up there, any next race it is. I wouldn't get a used wheel if I was you. If you can avoid it, I would avoid it. Especially belt driven. Used direct drives are okay, but the problem is like you don't know what's happened to it, you know? And the technology is so sensitive, like it could be bust, you know? Oh yeah, Oliver, I'll fix your position for next time. But yeah, I really wouldn't get a used wheel. Like racing, like sim racing wheels and wheelbases and pedals are sensitive at the best of time, let alone coming secondhand, you know? Yeah, boosted media codes are epic. I used the boosted media code for my Asher wheel. Gotta go? Alright, no worries, dude. Appreciate you racing anyway. Oh. Please, Ghost. Thank you. Yeah, the GSI wheels are awesome. Oh, that kick got kicked. I think, well, the only thing that stopped me from getting the GSI wheel is that I could put my name on this one. Thank you. Yo, guys, welcome in. Hope you had a good day. Doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, I've been... Nah, I'm not going free wide there. I choose life. I've been looking at maybe getting a GSI wheel. Like, getting a round one. Because I would love, like, to get a round wheel and maybe, like, a handbrake or whatever for, like, Rally Sim or Forza Horizon or something like that, you know? Okay, to appreciate, man. Really do appreciate ya. Yo, Vince, man. Thanks so much for the raid. Hope we had a great stream. You must be on season 500 of career mode now, no? That was really good racing. Newish career. Oh my word. Everyone spam the battery. Oh my god. I could not have done anything different there. This guy's already got his battery turned off. You know what's crazy? It's just the difference between this and iRacing. I was driving here yesterday in iRacing. Maybe it sounds like such an obvious statement. But what you need to do to get lap time out of this game versus iRacing is crazy. Why did you buy them, not the V3s? What V3s? Yo, how you doing, Yamin? Yaman? Oh, congrats from Fuzzy for the cleanest driver. We should make a rule in the open lobbies that the cleanest driver gets kicked. Oh, Simnet. Oh, I see. As in, you want the V3 pedals, or like you was asking what pedals are better? What do I need to do in F1 to get that lap time? Honestly, have a good gaming chair. Cheers, Michael. Really appreciate you, bro. Much love, man. Much love. What if the cleanest driver? I'll never get the cleanest driver. If I do, it's Armageddon. For PS5. It maybe sounds ironic, but probably the V2s are better than the V3s now. Because although the V3s are made of metal, and they are good pedals, the problem is, like, they're just so old. Like, the V3s came out in, like, 2013? Something like that? And yeah, like, when pedals come out that old, even if they're good when they came out, you know, there's just been so much development. No! All the points are gone. Oh, it was because of the authentic. Boo. Boo. I'm being cleanest driver. Let's go. Oh, what a ledge. 2 seconds, chat. So much better. Brendon is now joint last. That summarizes my final season in F1 Esports pretty well. Oh, I don't know. I've not seen the Simnet pedals. I just meant V2s are better than Fanatec V3s. Yo, 5 stream streak. Let's go, bro. Would you recommend buying setups if you're on a controller? It's difficult, really, because I'm not going to lie. I'm not using the controller because I'm terrible on it. So I'm not going to say to you, like, 100% yes. People who are on the controller have said it's decent. It's good. But I'm not going to lie to you. I've not tried them on the controller, so I can't tell you for sure yes or for sure no. I don't know who's ghosted and who's not. Nice. That is just peak Miami chicane. No! I mean, there was literally nothing I could have done there. No, not overall. I put a slightly more higher angle for the Ferrari, but that's it. Yo, thanks for the 100 bits, man. What a legend, thank you. Grazie ragazzi. Questions? Ah, you're welcome, dude. Ah, appreciate ya. What a legend. Yeah, I've used the G29 before. I think it's a good wheel, honestly. Of course, it's not gonna give the same feeling as, like, a big direct drive, right? But honestly, it's a good wheel for what it is. Yeah, there's a in the G29 there's a really weird thing that they put in the brake pedal. Yeah, there's a really weird thing. They put like a solid rubber block in the brake pedal, right? What engages about halfway through. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, beyond me to why they did that. But you can search easily on YouTube, like how to remove that block. And then you're good to go, basically. Like, just search on YouTube, like, how to remove rubber from G29 pedals. That kind of thing. How you're starting in my sim racing? Found your channel, best advice. Ah. Well, thank you for finding the channel. Best advice to learn without any assists. Just drive. Honestly, it sounds like such a simple advice, but the more you drive, the more you're going to get used to stuff. The more you get used to stuff, the faster you'll go. Like, it's that simple, you know? So yeah, just enjoy it. Enjoy your time. And have a goal to work towards, you know? With those mechanisms, and you'll be alright. You'll be alright. It's annoying to deal with? Yeah. No, I had the same feeling when I used it back in the day. It was just very strange. Postcast the next level. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Honestly, it feels quite weird actually racing in open lobbies. Because being successful in open lobbies is almost completely counterintuitive to like being successful in other races. Like, because open lobbies is like spam battery and send it, you know? There's not really much patience rewarded. Whereas when you're racing, actually, like proper racing, patience often gets rewarded. Wow, no one left or joined that lobby. Crazy. But no, I really do appreciate the compliment. Thank you, bro. What's your favorite F1 game and where do you rank 25? Favorite F1 game I've got to say is 2018. Where do I rank F1 25? Okay, let me say it like this. Since 2017, because I think 2013, 2012 are fantastic games, but they're so long ago that it's not really relevant anymore. So since 2017, I rank F1 2025 about 5th. I think the non-driving areas of this game is good, like the career mode, etc. But all of the driving areas in like F1 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2023. Actually, where's my Bahrain setup? Oh my god, just about got it. Yeah, like, the driving side of this game isn't top-notch. It's a step up from F1 24, but there's still a lot to be desired, in my opinion. My hopes for the 26 DLC, though, generally quite good. Yeah, I'm quite hopeful for the 26 DLC. I think they do the DLC. F126, the 26 car should be quite good to drive, in my opinion. And if they fix a few of the bugs around the game, like Turn 4 Bahrain, then I think it'll be a really nice game. Look, I've always said this about F1 games, that they don't need to be a simulator. They're not even trying to be simulators, to be honest, though. But they definitely don't need to be a sim. Like, people compare it to, like, iRacing and all that kind of thing. They are worlds apart. They are so far apart, it's not relevant to compare them. Yeah, I think the F1 games, all they need to be is enjoyable, even if that has the cost of realism. I think the online multiplayer needs to be improved. Like, at the moment it's quite messy. I don't just mean that as a racing standards. But if you want to do a race online, and you don't have your friends online or whatever, it's impossible. It's, well, not impossible, but it's so hard to get a race online unless you're organising it. Or someone else has organised it, you know? There needs to be, like, a tier ranking system like iRacing or something. Like, Alex Gillen did a perfect example with his racing league, VSC. If I've mispronounced that, my apologies. But he's done a fantastic example on how to actually set up a racing league. What has, like, the iRacing model. And it's so good. Yeah, they're missing out on a lot of opportunity for content and creators to promote the game. Just from not dabbling in a bit of community work and for me saying this is probably no news to them, really. I'm pretty sure they know about all that anyway. To have more fun on F1 or iRacing. Depends on the day. Like, earlier today I had a headache. I still have a little bit of a headache. But, like, for today I for sure have more fun on F1. But some other days maybe I have more fun on iRacing. So it'll literally go day by day. Oh no, I didn't mean to say that. I wouldn't know really about a solution for screen cutting. I'm not knowing too much about that kind of thing, to be honest. Show episode on how to avoid lap 1 carnage. Yeah. Tell me so much though. I learned TC with my first month of the game. Yeah. Let's go. Also watch Julia track guide for subs. Other videos with tips. Ah, that means a lot, man. That means a lot, dude. Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot. That's really nice of you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a bit lost for words. Well, it doesn't happen that often. You love this game? Let's go. Oh, bugger. Nah, I don't want to do 2 wet races with damage. It's just a bit too, because the problem is you get that, you just get the damage, and it's a bit worrying. A bit after that, it's not so fun. And 2 wet races in a row is never fun. But I rate the idea though. Ah, that really means a lot. That really means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a lucky position, right? That because I got to do this as a job for so long. Yeah, I'm in a lucky position that I learned a lot about playing this game series. So I'm really happy that I can pass some knowledge on. So yeah, that means a lot. Always to see those types of messages mean a lot to me. Appreciate you a lot. Grazie ragazzi. Grazie, grazie. Nah, you can use the couch anytime you like, dude. Don't worry about that. Anytime you like. What just happened there? I feel like they were like 5 wide behind, no? Oh, okay, that was so early on the break. Who's Brendon now? Oh, wrong button. Whoa, that actually worked out pretty well. Oh, okay, that one is my fault. Was an absolute hellbenter of a lunge, though. Did I send it or did I send it? Ciao, buddy. Hope you have a good rest of your evening, dude. Yo, what's up? Doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good as well, man. Yeah, who's playing in the Champions League? Everyone. I don't really watch football, to be honest. So I'm very much a rookie with that kind of things. Who's likely to win Champions League? Madrid or Barcelona? How come Madrid and Barcelona are always likely to win everything they do? But people say the Premier League is the best in the world. Like, that's a bit confusing to me. Because again, like I say, I don't really watch football, so I'm not really too sure why there's a difference between like the Premier League being or meant to be the best. Just has better broadcasting. So the quality of teams, like of course Barcelona and Real Madrid are like top in Spain, right? But the quality of teams still spread through the Spanish league as well, or like is the worst team in Spain just as good as the worst team in the UK, basically? That was a failed takeout. Yay. Well, I can't say the worst team in Spain, but the worst team in the top of Spanish league. Maybe a better way to say it. Yay! Probably more my fault than his there. Oh, rears are cooked. Ah, that's good, Swifty. Really appreciate you, bro. Doing good, man. Doing good. Especially after that message. And, yeah, hopefully you're doing good as well, bro. Barcelona 21 to 23 were terrible. But how come? Again, like, I don't really know the dynamics of football, so I find that quite interesting. I don't really support a team. Because again, I don't watch football at all, so yeah, I don't really have a team to support. Yeah, I used to when I did watch football as a kid, a little bit. I supported Liverpool. Of course you can join. Of course you can, bro. We're just broke. Damn. Why? Why did you guys go broke? Like, because again, from my perspective, looking from the outside, right? You guys had Messi. You guys had such a good situation, seemingly anyway. Messi left. So what caused you guys to go broke? No, there's some more. Void. I'm the winter champion. Let's go, bro. Good luck for tomorrow, dude. Good luck for tomorrow. Appreciate you, dude. Catch you later, dude. Have a good rest of your night, man. And then COVID hit. We're paying people way too much. 7% of our revenues went to salaries. Jesus. You can keep... Wow, what is the budget cap? That's crazy. That's a bit... I get why they did a budget cap. But football is very international, though, isn't it? Like, so it makes sense for La Liga, but does it make sense to promote Spain as the best football in the world, right? Because if you're racing like or competing against Premier League teams who don't have a budget cap, you know what I mean? It's a bit more tough of a situation. And that's where it clashes against the Premier League. How so? In the argument of who's better. They don't care. I guess the teams care, though. Of course, the organisers not. But the teams would care. Mind you, we're only catering for like 2 teams here, right? Like, I do find the ergonomics of the Premier League quite interesting. Because, of course, the UK is not that big, right? So, it creates like an interesting situation that you're playing so intensely. Oh, come on. It is getting a bit boring taking out every race at the moment. Not gonna lie. It might be time. I love open lobbies, but it might be time to give them a bit of a break. An A license only? Yeah, you're right. Would it be possible if someone can show me how to do that? Do you roll them yourself? Yeah, I drive them myself. But I'm doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good as well. I wouldn't say open lobbies are skill-based. Just if people are being dirty drivers, then that's the only limitation, really. Right. Let's see. Do you miss competing? I miss the feeling of competing, but I don't miss interacting with really egotistical people. Like, I don't blame them because it's part of competing, but the nature, and I've been there myself, so I understand it, right? But the nature of competition brings out the worst in people, and it brings out the worst in me as well, that's for sure. So I love competing, I love racing, hence why I still love doing iRacing. But to be in that environment with just so many toxic people who are like just really, really negative, I don't miss that at all. Yo, how you doing, Rinky? Hope you're doing well, bro. Yeah, I have a video on that, Swifty, if that can be helpful for you. I appreciate you, Nay. Appreciate you, dude. And have a good time on FC with your friend, man. The TV rights to Premier League is also crazy. As in really expensive, or? Ah, I appreciate your respect, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll just be honest about it. Like, I often think about what if I did go back to racing or something like that, but it always brings the pinnacle of the pawn in the mind of just like it's not really worth it for me anymore in life because competing is great. I love it. I love it so much. I love the feeling. But yeah, it's just toxic. Competing itself is not toxic, but within the esports community, of let's say F1 esports community, it's so toxic. To be competing, oh my god, it's so toxic. FC26, so is that a good or a bad thing? I would learn ABS off first. It's the most difficult one, so I'll do that one first. It sounds like it started being fun, but as it got bigger, more stressful. Yeah, no, that's a good summarization. The real problem with it is, like, and I'm not trash talk. I'm not trying to trash talk anyone here, right? It's not my intention. But the real problem with it is, just being blunt, you end up in this situation that to be good at esports, you spend most of your life inside, not having any socialization or very small socialization. So you spend most of your summer inside because that's when you're training for the season mostly, or at least winter. You spend about 4 or 5 months. Including the season, you spend about 5 months just locked inside training. What then that naturally brings out the worst in people itself. But when people are enclosed in such a tight environment that you need a massive ego to survive in, because everyone else has such a big ego, so you have to grow your own ego to survive in that bombshell of egos, it just brings a really self-destructive nature to it that people just do not become... I don't know the right word for it. They become... I think the right term is rage baiting. Like, people spend like that and they just end up not really knowing true interaction, and they spend their... I'm trying to think of the right word. They end up in this situation that they use heightened emotion to understand through attention. So they want to see how much they can get you to rage as like an attention. Do you see what I mean? That's not everyone, by the way, but it's a summarization of what it is to be in that competitive sort of situation, you know? No, I was just talking, to be honest. Do you think any current esports drivers are dirty? Yes, 100%. Some of them, again, I'm not going to talk bad because they're doing their job right. They're just doing their life. So I'm not going to talk bad on them because they're doing what they need to do to make money. But yeah, some esports drivers, but it's not just esports, you know? It's like this everywhere in life that they will do anything to screw you. Anything they will do to screw you. And they'll do it without hesitation. But again, that's everywhere in life, you know? That isn't just singular to F1 esports. Any CS drivers you think go to esports? Nah. If they train, yes. But ultimately, to be part of CS creator series, you need to prioritize content over performance. And that requires a very different mentality to think how you can push a content rather than push a lap time. So the mentality is just completely different. So some of them have the skill sets, like Tom97 HD. He has the skill sets to be he is already really quick, but to go even faster. Tira Marduk, Benjamin Daly has all the skill sets. Alex Gillen, he has all the skill sets. Karim has all the skill sets. Razin, they all have all the skill sets needed to be a top tier driver, but they put the priority for the content, you know? And that's not wrong. It's just a different mentality. You articulate yourself so well, generally. You should have... Yeah, thank you, buddy. First of all, really thank you. And I'm writing a book on it, to be honest, at the moment. I'm just writing a no BS honest book on what it was like to grow in that scene. And yeah, I'm writing it slowly, to be honest, but I look forward to it. Got kicked for license level. I just set it to a license level. It's my first ever time doing a license level restriction. on this. So I don't really know how it works yet. Do you do sim racing full-time or stuff on the side? I do sim racing full-time, mixing between content creation, coaching, basically that, really. I don't understand how this license level thing works, to be honest. Because it didn't stop people from joining, it just kicked them. Do you think Fabio... I've not seen Les the Goat drive before. Fabio could. But again, like... It's just a different mentality, right? That... Fabio, I like him a lot. Really cool guy. But if you watch his content, he's focused for the show, you know? So, when you get someone like this focused for the show, they're never going to focus that much on the Apex. But Fabio has a really disciplined mind. A really, really disciplined mind. So if Fabio said to himself, okay, he wants to reach F1 esports, I think he genuinely could. I think he genuinely could. Have you met any of the F1 drivers? Yeah, I've been quite lucky to. I've met most, maybe most of the grid. What a bar, Brendon the poet. What did I say? Will you change the license level after? Probably not. Because I want to try and keep it at A now, just to keep the clean driving in. Or just work out a compromise or something, because what we had earlier is just a bit too crazy. Like, I really love, honestly, I love to do the open lobbies, but like earlier was just... Yeah, being up could be a good compromise. It was a pleasure. Cheers, Swifty man. It was a pleasure as well, dude. Have a good rest of the evening. How strong is your force feedback? It's about 15, maybe 16 Newton meters. Yeah, I think I'll do beaten up on my license level. Or on the lobby license level. It's actually nice being able to go side by side with someone. Racing with auto gears. Are you on a controller or a wheel at the moment? Because if you're on a controller, I would probably start with auto gears. Because it's quite hard to do manual gears on the controller. Wheel. I would do manual gears then. Because with the paddles, it's much easier. Much more intuitive. Hi, you're welcome to. Are we going to go back to F1 Esports? Honestly, probably not. I love the adrenaline of competing. That's great. But I'll be really honest, I'm not my best self when I'm in that competition. Like, there's other stuff to do in life, and there's other stuff to see. I'm not just speaking that competition, but I mean generally. Because I'm a super intense person when it comes to competition. But I give everything I have to it. So like, if I want to do content, I'm like full in. If I want to do racing, I'm full in. And the problem is F1 Esports doesn't really have something to give me other than money now. Like, if I went back to race today, it would just be for the money. And I don't want to do that in life. I've achieved my championships. I've achieved everything I could have dreamed of. So yeah, there isn't a drive for me. All I would be doing is trying to recreate emotions I had before, you know? And trying to recreate emotions when I was 18 or 19 years old as a 27-year-old this year. It's just not going to work, I don't think. How you doing, Nova? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the racing on lap 4 was great. Really enjoyed that. You're a legend, man. Hope you find your drive. I mean, just being really honest about it. Well, first of all, thank you, I should say. Really, thank you. I do appreciate it. But yeah, just being really honest about it. Like, I like what I do with the content at the moment. Really, I love it actually a lot. Like, since the weekend, I've been super motivated, like banging out content left and right. But if I lose a motivation for the content, to be honest, then my motivation is to be a paratrooper in the army. I don't want to call that the army plan B because that sounds really bad. But to be honest, it kind of is. That I'm all in on the whole content stuff at the moment. And if I lose enjoyment for the content, then I enlist in the army, to be honest. That's my next thing. that I see myself loving. Like, mate, it made it so much better, Max. Made it so much better. So I really do appreciate you, lad. But really do. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, Nova. Thought I'd let you pass going through that corner too wide wasn't a good idea. What corner, Liam? I can't remember from the top of my head. Very excited. Yeah. I didn't know how to process emotion back then. Not at all. Yeah, I mean, actually, just being, again, fully transparent, last year I actually put in my application for the army. And I did a lot of the online stuff. I'm trying to remember it. I did a lot of the online stuff. My next phase within the joining, I don't know how you call it, like list, like the application, was to go into like the trial that they put you on, where they go evaluate your fitness, etc. But that's when I was like, okay, I have the opportunity now within coaching, within content, and I don't mean in a disrespectful way to the army, but I can always, I can't come back to content. If I went and did like 8 years in the army or 4 years even in the army, I can't go back to content, because it would be like 4 or 5 years like I've disappeared from nowhere. And then it's really hard to go back to content from there. But I can always go to the army from content. Like if I grind out the content for a year or two, see how much I love it. At the moment, I still love it. Then I can go to the army still. But to join in the army, once you're in, you're in. Like you're locked in. And then yeah, like having a sim rig on base ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. You're gonna go. I appreciate you, dude. Catch you later, though. Appreciate you coming in. Well, good British paratroopers and SAS great soldiers. Nah, I was a paratrooper in the US. Nice, man. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. How is it with the jumping? Because the jumping always looks crazy, but in the best way possible. Like, is it really, really a tough on your knees, or next to them like, huh? Yeah, it's an interesting life in there. It's very interesting. For some people, it's great. For some people, it's just not their dream, What's your favorite moment or experience from competing other than World Championships? Probably the journey of just getting to be good at something. That's the main thing, I would say. Like when I think about my favorite memories, we also should put this down to B. When I think about my favorite memories or favorite moment, it was just that journey of getting good. And every week feeling something new, trying a different anti-roll bar, trying a different setting. Like I still have my my setup database from 2018 actually. I occasionally look at that because I'm like, shoosh. Like I could see like literally my development of setups throughout the year. That was my favorite thing. Is just that journey because the lap time never lies. No matter how you feel, no matter what you're doing in life, if you're healthy, sick, happy, sad, ecstatic, whatever emotion you're feeling, the lap time never lies. And it forces you to have a transparency within yourself that if you don't hold that transparency, you'll never succeed. This is your home track. Let's go. But yeah, unless you have that transparency with yourself in competition, you'll never succeed. You have to just be honest with yourself. And it forces you to face your insecurities. You know, competition forces you to face your insecurities. Because it's actually never really the other person you're racing against. It's how you feel about yourself is the person you race against, actually. Are your setups better than SRC? No idea, to be honest. I've not raced on the SRC setup, so I honestly, I don't know. I hope so. But again, I don't want to talk bad on them, you know? They have a great business. They do their thing. Who am I to talk bad on them or say that mine are better or worse when I've not tried them? You're like 3 hours from Kota? Mate, that's the thing about USA, right? Like, the USA... you're like, oh wow, it's my home track. Meanwhile, if we drive anywhere more than 2 hours in the UK, we're like, okay, that's not even home anymore. Like, for us in the UK, to call something like home has to be within a half an hour proximity of driving. That's a wise man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think the army these days is really, at least in the UK, is quite underrated. I think the skills you learn and the opportunities you have to develop as a human... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've seen that about how big Texas is. That's always crazy to me. Like... Oh. Because... the USA, right, is bigger than Europe. Or just as big as Europe, right? If I remember correctly. Including the UK, right? Or when UK was in Europe. So, like, whenever I see news about the USA, right, I try to imagine one person on, like, the west coast of USA reading news from the east coast. Because the country is so big, like... it's just mind-boggling. Do you ever think about pursuing IRL? I used to, but now no, to be honest. I want to do some races in real life, just for fun, to be honest. But I don't want to pursue a career in real-life racing. Because, again, it just is a bunch of people with massive egos, and it's just not that enjoyable. Like, if you enjoy driving the car so much that it overwhelms the negatives of dealing with egotistical people, great. You're in. That's fantastic. But honestly, for me, I don't enjoy driving the car enough to deal with that sacrifice. I travel... I had the good fortune to travel a lot when I was younger. When I started F1 Esports, like before COVID. I don't want to travel. I want to spend my weekends at home. I want to chill. Like, I don't want to spend all my time, like, thinking, oh, I need to do that, or if I trail break here or trail break there. You know what I mean? Like, full respect for people who still want to do that, but I've already done that in my life, you know? Plus, I don't want to corrupt myself for selling to sponsors, you know, to do real-life racing. Oh, God, please don't take him out. Like, if I was to try and raise money for real life racing, the only way I could do it, or the main way I could do it, is through sponsorship. And of course, the sponsor would want something from the video, or from me, and they would be like, "Ah, can you say our product is the best? Because we're paying you this amount of money to go real life racing. So can you tell the world that you think our product is the best?" And even if I didn't think it was the best, I'd still have to say it, you know? That's not fun. Some people drive over an hour for work. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Because I'm super lucky that I work from home. So the traffic to my fridge every morning is crazy. Nah, I'm only kidding. But yeah, like, it is mental to me how some people have to travel that far for work, right? And they have to spend so much of their own money to do so, you know? Like, if you're driving an hour per day, that's a lot of fuel. And if you don't meal prep, that's a lot of food for lunch, you know? You can drive 11 hours. Jesus. Do you do gym? I don't really like the gym, to be honest. I do a lot of running. I like running. But I don't really enjoy the gym. I just find it not that motivating. Because I spend so much of my time inside, right? Doing streaming, content creation, what I enjoy. I don't want to be in a gym anymore, you know? Like, for me, I'm really lucky to, that I have the health to, etc. But I can just go and smash out a half marathon whenever I want. Like, I've built up to that level in running now. So, for me, I prefer to go out and do a half marathon than to be in a gym for a few hours. But that's just me, you know. How you doing, Ron? About having a home gym? I have half a home gym. Because my apartment block that I live in has like a semi-private gym for the residents. So, like, literally all I have to do is go down 5 floors on my elevator. Well, it's not my elevator, but you know what I mean. And then I'm at the gym. So that's nice. But have you ever wanted to go back to esports? Oh, 100%. About at least once a week, I think, about going back. Or trying to go back. But I always come to the same conclusion that it just wouldn't be good for me. The thing is, right? I've spent more of my life doing this game series, or playing this game series, than not. Like, I've been playing this game series since 2010. And, of course, competing in F1 esports from 2017 until 2025. Last year. So it's still so much in my psychology to race and to compete, but I just know it wouldn't be good for me. So whenever I get bored, I'll be sat there like, oh, I wish I could be training for something. When I was racing in F1 esports, I would never get bored. Because if I was bored, it meant I wasn't training hard enough. You like climbing? Never tried it, to be honest. I think I would like climbing outside, but inside I wouldn't find it that exciting. Will you ever bring back pedal cam? Maybe. Maybe. The thing that I found, though, with pedal cam is it just... the screen just became a bit cluttered. Like, I like just having a simple screen. Like, at least the traffic in your fridge isn't flooded. Oh, I have a funny story about that, Nova. I almost flooded my apartment yesterday. So, not sure if you watched that. The guys that I haven't seen it. Is that? Oh no, that's the guy who climbed the building, isn't it? But I have a funny story about almost flooding my apartment. So yesterday morning they were doing maintenance on like the waterworks in the apartment, and I went to turn on my tap just before I left to go to the shops. Yeah, and oh, full house. Yeah, I went to turn on my tap just to see if the water was back on before I went to the shops. But of course, because no water came out of the taps, I just thought, oh, okay, my tap is turned off. My brain was just like, well, if there's water coming out the tap, it's on. If there's no water coming out the tap, it's turned off. So without meaning to, and without realizing it, I went to the shops and left my tap wide open. Luckily, they didn't turn back on the water before I got home. But as soon as I walked through my apartment door, looked at my tap, I was like, I'm a lucky boy. Because that could have been very bad. That could have been very bad. I was fishing. Never tried fishing, to be honest. Speaking speaking of running, I really enjoy loads long distance runs. You're racing yourself more than anyone else. What's your half marathon PB? I can't remember. Probably my half marathon PB. Oh yes, I do remember. I did 1 hour and 50 minutes at the start of a 100-kilometer race. The reason I'm laughing is because I didn't used to carry a running watch, so I never used to track my heart rate when running. Right. So I was at the start of the 100-kilometer race, 63 miles, like non-stop, and I was full of adrenaline. So I was like, yeah, 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 F yeah. I'm not going to say the actual F word, but I'm like, yeah, yeah, F yeah. And just started sending it for the first half a marathon, overtaking everyone because I started in the 7:30 a.m. split. So I was just like running past everyone, like, yeah, yeah, yeah. All hyped up, like, I'm going to win this thing. Turns out I was never going to win that thing. I destroyed it. I did 1 hour and 50 minutes at the start of a 100-kilometer race. And promptly got very sore legs after. So yeah. My PB for water fasting a half marathon though, is like 2 hours and 10 minutes. So this was 2024 Christmas. Yeah, it was 2024 Christmas. I thought it would be a great idea to wake up and do a half marathon. I just woke up and thought it. So I did. But my house was empty. So I had a cup of tea for breakfast. I had 4 chocolate bourbons, and I carried 500 milliliters of water with me on the run. And then I did it in 2 hours and 10 minutes. It was great. Nice run, that. Wondering if my friends are correct in your opinion. They said it. They said if I wanted to upgrade my setup, I should look for a solid pedal set before wheelbase. And yeah, I agree on that. Spring pedal. I feel like it's really hard to trail brake. What should I look for? New pedals. Yeah, I would say get new pedals first. Oh, for sure, new pedals first. They will reward you so much more in lap time. And the kitchen's flooded. Honestly, I don't think it would have been just my kitchen. Like, it would have been everything. Yeah, I have the same with my knees, Rinky. Like pretty much every single time I stand, like if I go from now to standing up, my knees would click, both of them. My left one a little bit more promptly, or louder. But once I'm running, it's fine. Like when I'm moving around, I have a little lack of flexibility. But yeah, it's the price is worth it, you know, for me anyway. For what I gained mentally, it's worth it. Was the play? I had my oven. I don't know what you'd call them, like grills. Um, in my sink, I had like the oven, like trays. Not the thing you put the food on, but the tray. What the food? I can't get my words out. Not the trays that you put the food on to cook, but the metal that you put the tray on itself. So it probably wouldn't have flooded, but it might have in unlucky circumstances. No, like the actual slider into the oven. I don't know the wording. Does not appear for export user. Really? That's funny. Yo, how you doing, Callum? Shelving, yeah. Gotta have good shoes. Yes. No, 100%. Recently I found myself really enjoying Hoka. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I really enjoyed Hoka ones quite recently. Oh my god. Oh, okay. We might have had our 2 races of clean race of open lobbies. That wasn't his fault. I was just unlucky. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Hope you're doing good as well. Has eSport? No, eSports hasn't got me set for life, not at all. I spend all my money on experiences. Like, because I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. So I've been very grateful for the money I got from F1 Esports. But I spent my money living life. I enjoyed every second of it. Every second of it. Okay, I was reading chat. Damn it. Man, this guy is hitting me a million times. Did you finish? Yeah, I did finish the race. I did it in 17 hours and 4 minutes. I want to do another one. I want to do a few more endurance races this year. But the priority for me, first of all, is I want to lose my weight. Because at the end of December, I was 76 kg. Now I'm, well, as of this morning, 69.5. Oh my god. So I want to get down to about 65 kg. Then I can start running again properly. And just take 10 kg off, like, the body for the running. And it's going to help with some stuff I have planned. Other stuff as well, but... You're about... I don't know what that is in LB. No, I don't plan to do league racing. Just... Sorry, Mass. I haven't set up Nightbot fully. So my apologies for that. No, I don't plan to do league racing. The community on F1 is so toxic. It's just not even fun to put myself in that situation. I find more enjoyment doing competitive racing on iRacing. 6-7. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Yeah, I prefer to do the competition on iRacing. Or like Le Mans Ultimate or something like that. The only league I would consider doing right now is Kimbo's Ironman League. That's the only league I would consider doing. How do you lose the weight so quickly? So, basically, I don't eat. I'm only kidding. Well, halfway kidding. So I don't eat anything until about 3 p.m. each day. Some days will be 2:30, some days will be 3 p.m. I don't eat until. The reason for the difference of the half an hour might just be scheduling. For example, if I have a coaching session at 3 or 4, then I might eat earlier. Or if I have a gap in my schedule from editing or something, I might eat earlier or later. And then, so I have roasted meat and roasted vegetables for that late lunch at 3 p.m. So, like, for today, it was chicken, asparagus, broccoli, wild mushrooms, roasted peppers. I think that was it for today. Just a good solid plate of that food. Then I won't eat until before I go to bed. And before I go to bed, I'll have 2 slices of raisin and cinnamon toast. The main reason for the toast is just to feel satisfied so I can sleep better. If I was trying to go to bed on, like, not eating anything since 3 p.m, wouldn't happen that easily. So just to try and keep a good sleep quality, then I have a bite to eat, you know. This is what I like, Callum. I like the streams like this. For me, this is way better. Like, this is why I want to do open lobbies. Like, to have these clean races where I can chill, talk, and just interact. Of course, I have, like, the iRacing stream, or, like, competition stream that iRacing. Well, a bit more focused, but yeah, like this type of stream, this is what I love. So no carbs? I wouldn't say no carbs because I have the bread. Ah, yeah, you have a bit of a stream delay. But yeah, no, that's basically what I just do. Yeah, I think P license might be too low, I agree. Creator series isn't really an option. I really get along with the drivers. I get really along well with the management, like Gareth, etc. But it's just not an option, really. It's just... I think a lot of the drivers don't want to race an esports driver, and, like, I think they're worried... Not the management so much, but I think the drivers... I don't know if they changed their opinion recently, but... a lot of them were just worried that I would just, like, walk away with it, and it would become too sweaty, and it would just become too much like a league race. But to be honest, it's a really fair point and a really fair consideration. Just reminded me when I stopped doing karate and Loki made my back hurt along with we'll do some more races. As in, it made your back hurt once you stopped, or when you was doing it? So I gotta catch up with your half marathon by PB by 3 minutes. Just have a Mackey's before, mate. That always works for me. Yeah, PC sim racing on PC is the way to go, but it is very expensive. Ah, not fun. Not fun, Nova. Not fun. Yeah, I'm loving it as well. Like, this is so good. This is what I love. This is why I want to stream, man. Like I say, I can have to stream with iRacing where I'm more focused or something like that, but wow, this is so much better. This is what I want to stream like. No, no, because of the A license. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Mate, Callum, I love that mentality from you, mate. I love that mentality from you. Like, I love the fact that you're already grateful for what you have, and you were saying that at such a young age. Good man. Absolute legend. Keep that mentality, young man. That'll keep you going for life. I feel a bit weird saying young man because I'm only 26, but yeah, you're acting like a proper legend there. I know you're clean, man. I know you're clean, but the A license is just a more safer approach. So I'm sorry for you. I really am. But yeah, for the overall thing, it's just a bit better. I don't think my job made it any better. I might do another, what's an SZN, when I get it back. I might do another SC. What is an SCN? Season. Oh, when I get back, because. But you're saying like the job hurt your back, but you're going to go back to it, or? From Indonesia. Welcome in, dude. Yo, how you doing, Flav? Yeah, PC is the way to go for sim racing. Everything is just a bit better on PC with sim racing. From long standing. Yeah, honestly, you try to look after your health is the main priority, right? I know it's easy for me to say when I'm doing like this kind of job, right? And if I was forcing myself or in a situation that I couldn't, let's say, pick my job, then maybe I would have a slightly different opinion because we all got to make money at the end of the day. But yeah, look after your health. Like, it's such a priority, you know, in life. Two illegal overtakes. Oh. How weird. I've never played that game. That was a bit rude from me. Sorry, bro. Built himself as well. Nice, man. Are you able... Like, this is just an outside shout, mate, but... Maybe over summer, if you're able to pick like a summer job up or something, that might help to it. Like getting a PC or something like that. That's how I got... Well, no, my mother bought me my first like racing wheel for like 20 quid out of game. But that's how I got my first properly good set of pedals and wheel from Fanatec. Is I was working as a kitchen porter back in those days. And my first paycheck... my first paycheck went on a new wheel. I literally got the money, cash in hand. Went straight, put the money in the bank and brought the wheel. Good times, man. Nice, man. What day you turned 16? Like, what day is your birthday? How you doing, Sim? Simeon? Appreciate you, Michael. Oh my god. What a legend. I need to pay you commission. Taking out from Nando's. Bro's got his life set up, Eddie. Fair play to ya. What's your go-to order, man? This guy is a great gamer tag. Bad man for life. What did you get banned for on Twitch? Was word in for ya. What a legend. Yeah, that... I remember that incident. Look, I'll be honest with you, mate. For me, streaming is something fun. It's something I enjoy. And I don't prescribe or entertain this modern internet thing of, like, trolling or trying to heighten attention for clips like that. So for me, that wasn't like a... It's not like a normal interaction with someone, right? That you join the chat and just call them hot. So, I appreciate that you're trying to be unbanned. And maybe in the future I will, you know. Maybe I will. I won't at the moment. 90% because I'm lazy. And I don't want to find the message to unban you again. But I really respect you for coming and to apologize. But that's something I hold as a really firm rule on any streaming I do or any content creation I do. I prefer to stream to much less people, but have good interactions, rather than the chat just be full of, like, modern internet humor, you know? I can't say modern internet humor, because a lot of it is not bad, but this kind of thing that is just, yeah. What's your favorite tire manufacturer? That's a good question. Lego. To be fair, Nova, I'm not streaming on TikTok anymore. So I don't need to mod people over there. Oh, go on. Ah, I wasn't able to get the undercut. But the main reason I'm not streaming on TikTok anymore is I switched to using OBS Studio instead of Streamlabs OBS. And to stream or to use your virtual camera on TikTok, you have to do 3 streams of 45 minutes. So you have to do 3 streams of 45 minutes to use your virtual camera on TikTok. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing 3 streams of 45 minutes just to use my camera on TikTok. You can do one, mate. So I'm not streaming on TikTok because their TikTok Studio app I didn't like. You're fixing your brake pedal, pray for you. Oh yeah, I did start last year. I think an F3 driver got into racing due to esports. There has been some people that got into racing for esports, right? But to be honest, a lot of them are exaggerating the truth. A lot of them already had money before esports, and they cling on to this storyline of, oh, well, I did this in esports, so I'm an esporter who went to real life, when really there's not that many esport drivers who went to real life from not having any money, right? So you have Jan Mardenborough, big one. A lot of the GT Academy boys went through. What I define as someone going from esports to real life is someone who didn't even do real life racing before esports. In my opinion, if you've done, let's say, real life motorsports, whether that's karting or some car racing, and then let's say you ran out of budget for that, was really unfortunate, and then esports became a new route to get to the real life motorsport, I don't deem it as esports to real. I deem it as real to esports to real. Esports just became a pathway back to it, you know? Yeah, Swisswillow is a good example. He funded it through his own business through esports, you know? I don't think he had a history in motorsports before doing his iRacing and doing his tuition classes. So he's a great example of someone I would say went from esports to real. Broadbent's a good example. Exactly that, mate. Someone who didn't have the money to go into real life racing until they started doing the esports or the content creation, and then went to it, you know? You want to jump in and try your hand? At what? Try my... I don't know if you're speaking to me for that or... Sebastian Job, yeah. Sebastian Job's a good example. How was TikTok mainly in terms of chat? It was alright. It was alright. A lot of TikTok chat is just asking, like, are you streaming somewhere else, to be honest? Unless you're only streaming on TikTok, people recognize that you're talking to other chats quite quickly, and then they normally just want to go and join the other chat, to be honest. Mate, you never know, though. Like, honestly, content's the way. If you want to get into real life racing, honestly, the way is through content. Because I think it's kind of a thing of the past. There used to be this excitement, right? Of, can this gamer or this esports driver be quick in real life racing? But because the answer's already been made, right, that people know that gamers are quick in a real car, there's not that excitement of, like, can this gamer make it? There's an excitement if a gamer can make it to F1, but, you know, there's not really a storyline being pushed of gamers in real life racing anymore. So it's just, if you can bring enough attention for your brand, like Super GT, Jimmy Broadbent, Misha is kind of the same, but not really. I think he already had a foundation in motorsport before or during his YouTube channel. But Jimmy Broadbent and Super GT is the best examples of this. That they built up their network, they built up their following, and now, what is the suspension company called? I can't remember the suspension company. By Bielstein, something like this. Now they're like, okay, well, let's fund them to go racing. I don't know how much they're paying or if they're paying at all, but you know what I mean. Yeah, many people use TikTok to grow their channels. Yeah, for sure. It's a good strategy, actually. Like, TikTok, as much as it's got brain rot, it is very much brain rot over there. It's actually a phenomenal way to grow your channels, right? Because the algorithm doesn't care if you spam it. Like, you can just upload 10 videos a day if you wanted. And the algorithm is so chill. It's just like, cool, bang. That's cool. So, like, they are so chill on TikTok about spamming videos. So you can just post video after video after video after video. And the algorithm will just eat it up. And I think that's so cool, you know? Whereas, like, YouTube, for example, if you post, like, 2 videos a day, the algorithm doesn't really like you, you know? That's what I'm looking for. That's still a good start, man. Honestly, bro, if you get the opportunity, and if it's something that you'll be in... Oh my god, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. And if it's something you'll be interested in, I would really recommend maybe getting a helmet camera, or like a GoPro, or even just a cheap camera to start off with. And start uploading it, you know? Just upload a race POV here or there. Because the thing is, right, this is the key thing about sponsorships and getting into brands. If you grow your channel to, like, let's say 1,000 or 2,000 followers or something like that, or you have a decent amount of viewing, you can go to a company and say, look, I don't want any money, but can you give me a GoPro or an Insta360 or like something like this, and I'll put your logo on the screen for you. And then all of a sudden, for a very small investment and doing something that you would be doing anyway, like the karting, you've built your way up to having a sponsored GoPro or a sponsored camera, and then that improved quality can launchpad your content even further, and all of a sudden you're off you go and your way, you know? Same as content creation here on, like, on F1, right? That you can start off with, like, a really cheap wheel and start just uploading here or there. Eventually, you can go to someone like Moser, Fanatec, or these big distributors and say, look, I have X amount of followers, X amount of views per month. Can you send me a wheel for free and I'll promote it? And then all of a sudden you've got an upgrade. The same way as having like a PC, right? If you get to a certain amount of followers, all of a sudden... Oh, hang on. Little switchback. JK. All of a sudden, then you can contact a company and be like, hey, can I have this £1,500 PC for free? It's just all those little details, you know? I've not driven an F1 car in real life, no. I've been thinking about saving up for it, though. Just to have a giggle. Just to say I did it, to be honest. That'd be fun. After his Bahrain race. I haven't spoken to H-Town in a little while, man. How's he doing? Like a Silverstone. Oh, yeah. Mate, honestly, it just helps. And the thing is about content creation, right? It takes a long time until you get directly paid for it, or get paid promotions, right? It takes a long time, or a lot of time or views until you get paid promotions, or companies want to pay you to rep their brand, etc., etc. But at the start, you really can utilize it to get free stuff and to grow your content even more that way. So honestly, it can help so much. And the thing is, you hear these stories over TikTok all the time where someone's just like, well, I just posted and it grew. It really makes a difference. Wait. Is that to move the thing? Hey Brendon, could you make the lap counter a bit smaller? It's overlapping the mini-map. It's driving you nuts. Oh, bless you, mate. I don't know, what does everyone else think? Does everyone else think the mini-map should be moved, or is this a one-way opinion? It doesn't bother me either way. The backstory to why it's there, though, is I got in an argument with the game. They did a game update, right? And it glitched the minimap and made it overlap it. And because it glitched and bugged, I refused to change it after because I already spent my time setting it up. So I originally spent a lot of time setting it up to make it look beautiful, to make it look nice. And then it bugged. And since it bugged, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. Pardon, how you doing? Is that Gareth? You thought it was fake? I might be fake, you never know. Ah, that's definitely Gareth. I'm so sorry. I had a snap of oversteer and sent him to, like, Birmingham. Right. Oh, my phone got 1% battery. Hope no one heard that. Right, we've all changed the mini-map, though. Oh, was the McLaren? Oh, no. I'm sorry, dude. My apologies. I mean, 24/7 sounds good. I can't remember the lap times for reverse track, though. But 24 does sound good, to be fair, mate. Cheers, Q-Star. Really appreciate you, dude. Have a good rest of your night as well, man. Had no speed on the straights. Bless you. Right, we'll quickly change this HUD. We'll change this HUD. Oh. Just call you K. I would feel really bad, though, just calling you K. Because, like, K gives me flashbacks to, like, when you're texting someone in an argument. Like, if you're texting, like, your other half in an argument and they just put back K. Like, you like, text them a really sweet, really nice message, and they just put back K. Like, so I'd feel really bad just calling you K. Man, that K message in an argument, like, boah, that's rough. Adam, copy that, bro. Copy that. I'll try my best, man. I'll try my best. K gives P. Honestly, it does. No, that I'm not gonna do another race. I'll update the thingy majiggy. By the way, I really wish Codemaster would actually fix this, that you can do all your HUDs in one go. Because changing 3 separate HUDs is a yoke. Like, whose idea was this? That you had to change the HUD 3 times. Right. Oh, didn't know you can go down there. Right, there. At least the track is fixed now. Oh, it's so close. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Damn. Normally after like 3.5 hours of streaming, I look like a mess. I look halfway presentable today. That's nice. Good stream. Yeah, it was lovely. The second half was so good, man. Like to chill with the better driving standards. Oh, I enjoyed that. That is definitely becoming the new norm of having A on the driver's licenses. Yellow glasses? What yellow glasses? How you doing, Craig? Any idea when the next esports event is? No idea. I don't know if you can hear that, chat. That's my shoulder. Wait, I can maybe do it again. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Oh. Oh yeah, I used to wear the glasses, but I now have this. What I do instead. It's basically hydration for the eye. So I wore the glasses to stop my eyes getting dry, but now I just use this, and it's much better. You can just get them from your normal like pharmacy, whatever. You don't need actually anything. It's just, yeah, it's just the bottle's a little bit dirty, but yeah, it's nice. Camera's not in sharp focus. How do those TikTokers do it? That they somehow put their hand to the camera and it makes it work. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Well, this is interesting. I have no idea how to fix this. Wake up. Anyone who's joining the stream right now must be really confused. That's a great clip, to be fair. Come on. Okay, well, it is what it is. Holy smokes. She's got a full workout on. Wait, my face cam is there. Wait. Okay, wait, no. I need to put that there. She's got a whole gym kit on. Like, she looks like Rambo. Wait, I need to... How do I move my face cam? There you go. That is sick, to be fair. Oh, she's got the Alpine Stars gloves. I want to get them. That's sick. Right, I need to turn my webcam back on. It's still blowing. Right, we'll do the raid over here on Twitch. /raid. Yeah, so I'm going to end the YouTube stream because, of course, you can't raid on YouTube. But I was in focus again. It worked. Yeah, we're finished for today. So yeah, I can't raid on YouTube, so I'm going to end the YouTube stream now. But I want to say thank you for everyone coming in, chilling, and hopefully enjoying. And yeah, I'll catch you lot next time. I use a PSR1 by Race Anywhere for my cockpit with a Sparco Grid Q seat. And yeah, and probably will be live tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a good evening, has a good night, and I will catch you a lot later. So I'm going to end the YouTube stream first. To everyone, thank you so much, and I will catch you a lot later. Glad to catch everyone. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 And we're going to do the raid on